Hey everybody, how's it going? Steve Young here from InternetBusinessBlueprint.com. I wanted to bring you your second lesson from the Millionaire Mindset and Leadership series. All right, so lesson number 2. First lesson we covered was investing in yourself. The second lesson we're going to cover is the one thing that if you don't have this one thing, forget about it. You're guaranteed to fail. It's never going to work if you don't have this one thing. So here's what the one thing is. All right, it's called your definiteness of purpose. And it really boils down to your goal, your why. What is it that you have a burning desire to accomplish that you cannot do anything else until you get this one thing done, and all else revolves around your definiteness of purpose. If you don't have an overriding goal, if you don't have an overarching thing to aim at, everything you do is kind of going to be just all over the place. See, if you don't have a destination, any road you take will do. Right? You've got to have a specific end state, begin with the end in mind, that you're willing, that you need to get to, that you have to get to. And what happens is once you've defined that definite thing, that one singular purpose that you have to accomplish, your subconscious mind is actually going to take over and start to arrange things in life and your thinking to make sure that it happens. Here's the thing. Your subconscious mind has no idea between real and not real, unrealistic and realistic. If you tell it something, it says, all right, let's go, right? And it will not stop until you've accomplished that feat. All right? So when you set up a definiteness of purpose, when you set up a singular goal that you have to accomplish and you tell yourself, right, this has to be done, your subconscious mind is not going to stop working on it until you get it completed, okay? And so if you don't have that, remember, you can be going all over the place and it's okay. There's no big deal because you don't have an actual destination. You got to have somewhere you're willing to go to. You got to have it written down. That's the second thing about it. You must write down the goal. You must write down that definite purpose that you're trying to accomplish, because without that, it's probably not going to take place. It's just a wish if you don't have it in concrete, written down, that you can identify it and look at it over and over and over again. I'm sure you've probably heard of the Harvard study that was done many, many years ago of the graduates, and they followed them for the next 30 or 40 years. And the ones that had written down goals at graduation were, many, many, many times more wealthy than the ones that had no goals whatsoever, or even the ones that had goals but hadn't written them down. It's writing them down that makes them concrete. And then you got to put a time limit on it. You got to add that timeline, so that you can then build off that as you go through things. So definiteness of purpose, which is your main overarching goal, you got to write it down, you got to put a timeline with it, and then you can start developing a game plan around making that happen. So, but if you don't have that one thing, if you don't have that goal, nothing else is going to matter. So regardless of what your business model that you happen to be operating in is, or anything in life, it doesn't even apply just to business, it's all areas of life. Have that major thing that you're looking to accomplish, and that's going to ultimately set you up to be successful. So lesson number 2 from the Millionaire Mindset and Leadership series. Again, I'm Steve Young at InternetBusinessBlueprint.com. And if you haven't signed up for our free 3-part video series on how to actually get started creating money on the internet, you definitely want to go do that, because we cover a lot of core concepts that obviously we can't cover in little 2-minute video clips. All right, have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.